importance of this German project to produce the green hydrogen in Mauritania?
Good evening. Well, that's a bit of a complicated question. On the one hand, we know that there's an energy war in Europe, and Germany's at the center of it. This is part of Russia's war against Ukraine. And so Germany and Europe are no longer receiving natural gas from Russia. That's a disaster for Germany. Germany, here the newspapers, business papers are talking about deindustrialization. They have severe problems. So Germany wants to replace this in the long run, not by more liquid natural gas and so forth, but over some years they want to start bringing hydrogen, clean, green hydrogen, and that's the idea. This keeps the hope alive that Germany won't be chasing for the next 10, 15 years new sources of natural gas and LNG, but will be able to start bringing hydrogen and can get back to trying to meet their green targets.
What are the chances for this project for Germany?
Well, Germany's an industrial country and they have a lot of capital. Mauritania, in this case, has a lot of solar energy can be built there. It's very sunny and they have good wind potential. In principle, they can produce hydrogen, but it's a very complicated process. The electrolyzers they want to build are probably about 75% efficient. What's been advertised with this MOU is something like 8 million tons of hydrogen per year, and that's not till something like 2028. 8 million tons of hydrogen, that's about 2.4 million tons of LNG, that's about 3.3 billion cubic meters of LNG a year. Now, the reason I say that, Germany's installing probably seven offshore floating LNG regasification terminals. This much would be enough to replace about half of one of those, or maybe most of one of the smaller ones. So compared to what Germany would need to go to green energy as versus natural gas, it's a beginning, but it'd be a drop in the bucket, I would say. And there's many technical problems to overcome.
There is this hydrogen. This project will finish by 2028. What are the stages of this project?
Well, my understanding, I've heard the German fellow from the German company speak. 2028 would be the end of the first phase. They would have about 400 megawatts of electrolyzer installed that would be producing the green hydrogen. They want in the long run to have 10 gigawatts. Well, that's a lot more. So this is be 0.4 of 1 gigawatt by 2028. Let me just point out, part of the reason I've always cautioned about hydrogen is it's very difficult to transport hydrogen. You've got to chill it down much, much colder, closer to absolute zero as compared to liquid natural gas. And so the problem is in Germany here, what they're saying is many people are admitting, yes, it's hard to transport all the way from Africa to Germany. So they would take that hydrogen and make it into ammonia and then transport the ammonia. But that takes much more energy to make that conversion. And there's efficiency losses. So this seems like a chain of events that in principle can be done, but the efficiency and the cost to be very high. And this is just the beginning, what's been agreed to start looking at.
Thank you very much, Thomas O'Donnell. You are the expert of energy from Berlin. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All the best.
Thank you very much. I hope I didn't speak too fast.
No, it was okay, sir.
Yeah, okay. A lot of numbers. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.